Hello YouTube, it is your boy GZTV back with another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about all the music that came out for the week of the 10th of November. You have obviously 4 pretty decent releases up there we're going to talk about, there's obviously more to it. Let's get into it. I'm trying to go back and watch the Packers game because it's actually starting to become a good game. And by the way, stream will probably be at like 6:37 tonight. So tune in, GCTV live on Twitch, all lowercase. I will be streaming for probably about 4 hours, honestly. Maybe even 5. Probably 4. It's a school night, but Young Boy Never Broke Again. NBA Young Boy dropped his new album, Decided To. This is actually his first album, I think, in a decent amount of time. But I didn't really feel like listening to the whole thing. I saw there was a Rod Wave feature, so I was like, you know what, let's just kind of tune into that. I know that kind of makes me a fake music listener if I'm just listening for the features. But I've tried to justify myself by saying, we have a lot of other music to get to, so we just kind of want to hear like the collabs and then move on from there. Just listen to bits and pieces of everybody's albums. Did that with Young Boy. Solid song with Rod Wave. Rod Wave is actually not bad. He started to kind of grow on me over the years, so that's cool to hear. But Rick Ross and Meek Mill dropped their collab tape, something people have been waiting on. I mean, Rick Ross really helped Meek Mill make it in the rap game if people don't know their hip-hop history well enough. And, you get Cool and Dre, you get Beam, you get Vori, Fabulous, Tiana Taylor, Wale, The Dream, Jeremy, French Montana, Future, Shaquille O'Neal, Dame Dalla. I mean, this feature list is pretty stacked for this album. DJ Khaled even makes an appearance. Obviously, no one really gives a fuck about DJ Khaled. But there's some really cool songs on here. Millionaire Row is nice. The Future song, Future brings a lot of energy to the hook. I think it's overall a really good song. This album's not that bad. Vori adds some touches on a couple tracks, and it's awesome. So shout out to Rick Ross and Meek Mill, as we are going to move on to the 2 Chainz Lil Wayne brand new single off their album. We've been listening to a couple of singles. Long story short, it's really cool to hear 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne come together again. We have their album, I believe, coming out next week. And whatever features are on the album, I will be listening. I already listened to 2 singles, so it's not like I'm going to sit here and listen to the entire album. Prussia was a pretty successful track that they dropped a week or 2 ago, and the song's not bad either. I don't really have much to say about it. Kind of interested to see what their album turns out to be as we get to Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd has been the talk of the town of the rap community, man. He just dropped this EP, St. Michael. You get 7 tracks on here. I only listen to 1, again, because I have to listen to other music. And there's over like 2 hours, 15 minutes of music on here, so I have to get to everything. And I listened to Pray For Us, really dope. It's like a nice little drill beat, Trippie Redd trying to kind of go back on his roots a little bit, and yeah, it's cool, man. Kind of digging into his old sound, what made him so unique, just the versatility of his music and his prime. And Pray For Us definitely signifies that. I might go back and listen to the whole album. I just didn't have time to do it for the sake of the video because there's so many people that dropped albums. This is one of the bigger weeks for albums that we've seen in a minute. I mean, coming up here, you get Chris Brown, The Kid Laroi dropped an album, Pink Panthers dropped an album, who else? Larry June dropped an album, and we just talked about Rick Ross and Meek Mill, and then we talked about Young Boy. Like, so many albums, I can't get to everything. But anyways, moving on to Jack Harlow, his viral TikTok little sound that went crazy. It's finally here as a song, Lovin' On Me. Kind of had that first class type rollout. It's not a bad song, I'm just not really a huge fan. It has that The Motto by Drake type of sound to it, so if you like that song, I mean, I like it. It's just, if I want to listen to music like this, why not just go listen to Drake? And I feel like a lot of people in the hip-hop community kind of share the same points that I do with that. But it's an okay song. As we get a new Chris Brown record, bunch of songs, I think 22, but I only listened to the one with Future and the one with Friday on it. One with Future is pretty good. I'm not a big fan of Chris Brown. I get the appeal. I get why people like him as an artist. I don't like that R&B sexy shit. Like, I don't like, this is for the girls that, I don't even know what to say. Yeah. Sam's texting me. What hilarious. But I don't have anything to say about this Chris Brown album. I think we can move on to the Kid Laroi, because he just dropped his album. Not really as hyped as I thought it was going to be. Not a lot of people are talking about it. I mean, he has Future on here, Baby Drill, NBA Youngboy, a couple artists. He could have got more people on this damn thing to make it better. Obviously, he had like Central Scene, the guy for BTS, on the single. It's like Young Hook or something, like Young Hook Koo or something like that. I don't know. The song with Future's pretty good. I don't really care for the song with Youngboy. I feel like, again, I've said this about the Kid Laroi before, I feel like his sound is definitely maturing a little bit. As we get a new Lil Durk song called Smirk Carter, obviously signifying that there's like a Lil Wayne influence on it, and that's cool, man. It's awesome to see people pick up influence from one of the best rappers of all time, so shout out to Lil Durk there. As we get into a T-Pain and Snoop Dogg song, I was really interested to listen to this. I think this is a super interesting collab, as Deebo Samuel just scored his touchdown for my fantasy. Attaboy. I don't know. Not much to this song. It's really fucking weird, too, because T-Pain tries to go in this, like, acapella lane, and I'm not a huge fan of it. So I think we can just move on as we get Pink Panther's new album. She has this, obviously Ice Spice is on there, but Central C is on there as well, so I just listened to that one. Again, so much music to listen to. I can't just listen to whole artist albums. There's so much music out, so it's a cool song. Pink Panthers has a really beautiful voice. It fits a really cool genre. She's going in an interesting musical direction, and Central C kind of added to that, I guess. 070 Shake, this is a really big release. She dropped a song with Kenneth Carson. The underground rappers I give them credit. They're really starting. No, he's not underground. He is pretty famous now, but artists from that underground generation, Yeet, Kenneth Carson, Destroy Lonely, artists like that, even like Jace and Summers and Autumn and all those people, they're really trying to change musical direction, and I think it's cool here. This is like an alternative record, which is sick. Ken Carson was pretty cool on it. Obviously, he raps like the same shit he raps about on his normal songs. He doesn't switch up for the song, but he sounds really cool. There's a lot of people that are kind of mixed on this song, but I don't think it's that bad of a song. But, we can move on, though, as we get Cochise with a brand new single, Old Tunes. He's been dropping a lot of loosies recently. He threw them into, like, this 4-song pack, and I just listened to Old Tunes because that was the only new song that came out this week. And obviously, Cochise's sound is getting a little old. It was obviously really cool at the time he was actually going about it. Kevin Gates dropped a song. I don't know who BG is, but he dropped a song with Sexy Red called Beyonce Freestyle. It's obviously like that really freaky freestyle he had when he was on stage during tour. He like put it into a song, and obviously Sexy Red's like the perfect person to have on this song. It's freaky. It's weird. I don't know if you're bumping this in your car, I kind of question you, man. Like, it's weird. As we get into Busta Rhymes, who I think is actually getting ready to drop an album. There's a decent amount of artists dropping albums here coming up soon. Obviously Busta Rhymes is doing good. He's got Bia, he's got Coi Leray on this album, and now he's got Young Thug and Cool and Dre. So pretty promising looking rollout for him. I don't think it's going to do huge numbers. Obviously not like prime Busta Rhymes working with like Chris Brown numbers, but it's a fun song. Young Thug obviously has his legendary cadence on the song just all throughout. His presence is known. It's not bad. Millie's drops a song with Vori. Vori's been all over the place this week. BMF, I'm not a huge fan of Millie's. He tries to be like this hood figure. He tries to be this gangster rap, this street rap figure, and I'm just not buying into it. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of his music, but he's popular. I have to listen to it. Larry June dropped an album with Cardo, a nice little collab where you get 2 Chainz, Deja Loaf, Schoolboy Q, The Alchemist, Blast, Too Short, Peasy, Jordan Ward, all sorts of different artists on here. Pretty solid work here. This isn't bad. This is probably some of the better music that has came out this week. It's not bad, man. I'm not mad at it. So, I don't have much to say. Jordan Ward has an amazing voice. He's super talented. I think he's from St. Louis. A lot of artists from St. Louis, Sexy Red, Metro Boomin, Smino, all sorts of different artists coming out that St. Louis area. So it's really cool to see that music scene. It's as hot as, I don't know. I don't think St. Louis rap has been this big since Nelly. I don't know. Tierra Whack dropped a new single called Chanel Pit. It's interesting. It sounds cool, but the lyrics are kind of fucking weird. I'm not really sure. She is a weird artist. She's very abstract with her music. I haven't heard it from her for a while, so I figured I'd kind of tune into the song. So we get Lil Kel dropping. I think he dropped an album, but he had A Boogie on it. I listened to it. I was like, man, whatever. I mean, these last couple things I don't really care for. I mean, you get Sheets. I don't know who that is, but he dropped a track with Babyface Ray, and Babyface Ray's gone on a decent feature run lately, so I figured I'd check that out. Rosemary dropped a deluxe album with Roddy Ricch on it. It was kind of cool. Kind of gave like that late at night Roddy Ricch kind of R&B mellow vibe to it. Al B. Al dropped a song with Money Man. I think those two are really good friends in the music industry. Obviously, Money Man is really cool. I used to really rock with his music. He used to have some dope ass albums. Lola Brooke dropped an album. She had French Montana up on here. She had Coi Leray. I don't know. Female rappers are cool and all, but I'm out, guys. I gotta go. Gotta get back to watching football, kind of chilling with the boys. You know, I'm gonna watch Ozark throughout the day whenever I can. Stream 6:30, less than